What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin Svenson, and today we're going to be talking about the price of Bitcoin. Over the past 24 hours, we have seen Bitcoin drop about 1% to the downside. Yesterday, Bitcoin managed to get above 10,000 and was sustaining prices above the $10,000 level until a whale dumped on the market, and this caused a quick drop in the market. Looking at the Cryptowatch asset card list, we can see that all the top coins are seeing some downside today. Yesterday, things were looking fantastic. Everything was moving into the green. Some cryptos, including Bitcoin, were seeing the highest prices they had seen since the global pandemic. And unfortunately, we did see a quick drop in the market today, so we're gonna be going over all of this. If you guys enjoy this content, definitely hit that like button. It would help me out a lot if you did so. A lot of crypto channels are struggling to beat the shadow banning, so definitely smash that like button. Right now, I'm looking at the 12-hour chart. What we can see is that Bitcoin did see a break above this bullish pennant formation. We did get some bullish continuation to the upside. We ended up hitting 10,428, which is just below a major resistance, which we will discuss. A whale did step into the market today, and we dumped back into this pennant formation. As a long-term trader, this small dump in the market really doesn't concern me. We've seen dumps like this continuously on Bitcoin's run to the upside. So this dump is not a concern. It's just a little bit annoying, a little bit disappointing. A lot of people on social media today were saying that Bitcoin was crashing. Guys, this is not a crash. This is just a small dip in the market coming back to retest support. This is very normal price action. So what we can see on the 12-hour chart is that Bitcoin came back to retest support. We were actually at these price levels yesterday, so it's really not a big deal. What we can see on the chart right now is that there is a lot of resistance in between 9,750 and 10,100. So if we do find support here in the short term and we test back up into this range, this is really the key level of interest for me. So the key level of interest is in between 10,100 and 9,750. If we can find support here in the short term and we do bounce back up, that's the area that we need to get above. If we do continue to find resistance within this range and we do get some sort of lower high structure and the bulls cannot maintain the upward sloping support of the bullish pennant formation, at that point, it becomes likely that we would test probably down to 7,700 actually. Very likely, this type of a major bearish move to 7,700 would most likely only take place if the stock market also saw a pullback. If the stock market remains bullish, I actually think Bitcoin will remain bullish as well. One thing I want to point out, I want to go to the weekly chart right now, and I just want to mark up that $10,500 level, and let's just go to the 3-day chart so we have a little bit more detail here. The $10,500 area seems to be the area where the whales feel most comfortable dumping supply back into the market. This is our major supply line right now, around 10,500. And yesterday we did get some rejection around 10,428, which is basically the same supply line, the same resistance area. This is the resistance. This is the supply line that Bitcoin must get above to have continued bullish moves. And here's the interesting part. If we just take our downward sloping resistance, that multi-year resistance, personally, I line this up with the area that has the most touch points. The area where there's most consistent resistance, which is the most relevant area of resistance for the downward sloping trend. And if we look a little bit closer here on the 3-day chart, what we can see is that the downward sloping resistance lines up with the initial area of rejection just below 14,000, and then that next area of rejection around 12,000, and then that next major area of rejection around 10,500, and also multiple resistance points recently, which is what helped put us in a bullish pennant formation. We did get a breakout, and now if we look a little bit closer on the 6-hour chart, what we can see is that Bitcoin is currently coming back to retest this area, the previous downward sloping resistance. So the way that I see it is Bitcoin got rejection off of a historic supply line, not really a big surprise, not really a huge deal. It's kind of expected in some ways. And now Bitcoin is retesting a previous downward sloping resistance as new support. So right now, Bitcoin is just sitting right between this area. Overall, things are very bullish, actually. Despite this little dump, this recent little BART pattern that we saw in the lower timeframes, despite this, from a lower time frame perspective, looking really ugly, from the higher time frames, guys, Bitcoin is actually still in a pretty good spot. So just to recap here, if the bulls can get above 9,750 to 10,100, and we can get a break above this level, and we maintain it, and we break 10,500, I actually think we would end up testing, that would be a break above this historic $10,500 supply line, and we would most likely end up testing upwards of 12,000 if we can get above 10,500. I actually think 12,000 would be that upside target. If we can't do this, guys, and we actually break below this upward sloping support line, then we are going to very likely be looking to test 7,700, right? So that's kind of how I see it right now. And the main area of resistance that we need to keep an eye on is 9,750 to 10,100. This is really that resistance range that the market is struggling with right now. So keep all this in mind as you're trading this market. We're still seeing higher lows here. We're just testing previous resistance as potential new support. So right now I'm still bullish on Bitcoin, and I'm still going to remain bullish on Bitcoin as long as we are sitting in this overall uptrend. But we'll have to see how things play out, and we'll have to see what the stock market does over the next few weeks. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also, sign up with the CryptoWatch platform, which is the platform that you see me use in all of my videos. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, and if you want to support this channel directly, join the Patreon. You get extra content there. And for those of you that were interested, I did open up that Wave 4 slot, and I will see you guys in the next video.